Hello, and welcome back to this King's Bounty 2 Challenge Let's Play. And I am your host, guide, and sometimes entertainer, Mr. Naviton. And so we left off last episode here. We helped Arrow get her 1,000-year oak tree back to feeling good. It was infected with the blight. And so she gave us the totem to give back to her brother Edgar, who uses that totem to tame animals that he can in turn sell. So we're going to go back to Edgar, but real quick, there's a couple things we can get. Do a quick looting. Or treasure hunting, I should say. The cash. There, okay. So now we're going to go back into Rickville. We can sell our trash here to Anne. And we're going to sell the assassin's boots, the gloves. We're also going to sell Gordian's ring and the archer ring. The rest we're going to hang on to. Well, we could sell the frost hammer as well. Okay. We got a little bit of money, so after we turn this quest in, we're going to run into Marcella and grab some troops that we need.
I found your totem.
Oh, thank you. I never liked that wolf of hers. It refused to be tamed. But I'm afraid Arrow will come to hate me now.
I decided to approach the matter my own way. Certain druidic rituals allowed me to avoid harming any wolves.
No one was harmed? Incredible. Does that mean Arrow is ready to forgive me?
I wouldn't go that far. She might yet forgive you when you stop selling animals.
I see. I still hope I can reconcile with my sister one day.
All right. You can see that he has recruits of griffins, eagles, bears, and wolves. And the quest is over. So let's hop on trigger. We can right here. So let's go back to Marcella. Down here to the waypoint. We need to get some assassins. I don't have a full unit of those. So we're going to run to Irene. Okay, so while I'm running to Irene, we have 2 fights today to get us into the Mage's Tower. And so we're going to do those 2 fights, and then when we get to the Mage's Tower, I'm going to warn you now, there is a lot of dialogue. There's a couple quick little quests as well to do there that don't require any fighting at all, but there's a lot of dialogue. And so it'll take the rest of the episode to get through it. Okay. So the 5 assassins. Well, we're just going to get the rest of them. Yeah, just like that. And then we're going to get 1 dark adept. These guys are very 5,300 gold, 1,600 leadership. However, they are the Anarchy's mage, and they are quite good. Really, really like them. Okay, so back to where we left off.
Damn immigrants.
And then we will work on getting into the Mage's Tower. Okay, we're almost back to the waypoint. Alright, here we are. So yeah, we're going to finish looting this entire area. And we're going to do the Scryer trial and help Yvonne. So we got to go back to Rickville. Here we go. Trigger. Come on. There you are. You got a long way to go. We're going to start on the left side up here. Right here. Okay. Cache there. A barrel here in the weeds. And then so you can see that the way into the Mage's Tower is blocked by a force field. And we got to figure out a way to get that unblocked. And that has everything to do with why this golem is in a force field and that why that girl there wants to talk. So we will come back and do that. And over here real quick. I think there's a barrel over here. Yeah, right there. Grab that. There's a scroll right here. Shroud. I think there is... Yeah, there's a cache here. Sleigh bells. Our favorite. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here it is. Chest. Okay, let's run. And here there's a scroll on the table. Inspire.
No one can get an audience.
Okay. Oh, here's that blight section. Okay, another cache right here. Silver ingot. Okay. Here's the scryer.
Another blotched blight. Too close to the Mage's Tower.
Knight Baldwin, one of the heroes of King Maximus's age, will give battle to the infection. He was able to protect Marcella from the rebels. The very brilliance of his armor inspires hope in human warriors. His army is waiting for you.
Okay, so let's go check out this army. And I will have to admit, yes, his armor is pretty badass. Very cool. Okay, and his army is all order troops, so they're pretty happy. We got the disciples, 2 stacks, the knights, 2 stacks, and the cavalry, 1 stack. And for the hollow units, we get introduced to the hollow warriors, which are pretty tough. I mean, look, their melee and range damage is the same. Okay. Here we go. Let's put the cavalry there. Switch that up. So, to win this fight, we need to set up control zones. And the more of those that we have... Oh, real quick. Our spell book. We only have 2 scrolls. That is it. We don't know any spells. Right down here and take on those hollow warriors. Take out 3. Okay, Soul Leaders killed 1. Hound's got a free shot. Okay, so now we are going to use Taunt. This makes the unit come to attack them from anywhere. Doesn't matter where they are. So we're going to taunt the Soul Eaters. Oh, he gets to go. basic on the Hollow Giants. Okay. That's it. Next knight unit I'm going to put here. And they're going to taunt the hounds. Okay, now the disciples. So even though they're rank 1, they've got healing as well as stone skin. So we're going to heal the cavalrymen. We're at 160. Then we're going to apply a stone skin on them. Increase their armor. So now the next disciple group, we're going to heal the knights. Same thing. We'll put stone skin on them. So now we got a control zone. You can see that they went away from the cavalrymen. Those guys just attacked. That was a pretty good attack. See, here's another control zone. That's a free hit. Ouch. Now they got that stun, so now you can see their stun and their initiative went all the way down to 10. They are last. So we have Inspire. Let's inspire the disciples so that they go first before the rest of them. And here we want to attack, but we want to see. Okay, so if we attack the warriors, we lose a cavalryman. If we attack the soul eaters, we might lose a cavalryman. And same with the hounds. Let's wait on that. Because of that, we might lose one. So we sped this guy up so he can heal the cavalryman. Oh, and he gets an extra turn. Very good. Let's hit the soul eaters. Okay. There's that control zone. Took one out for free. Another control zone. That's a free shot. Okay. So let's let these guys take the counter attack. And one went down. Oh, got a free turn. Very good. Yeah, we'll just take that shot on him. Beautiful. Disciples. They're 82, 42, 93. So they would benefit the most. Ouch. They sent arrows. Another control zone. Took one out. Ouch. Okay. Oh, extra turn. Very good. Okay, so we're back to these guys. Now we can take a soul eater out. Even though he healed a little bit that time. But let's take him out completely. Then we're gonna ride to here. Kind of bound them up. 111, 86, 68. Yep, they benefit the most. There's that control zone. Got a hound. Oh boy. They get a control zone. And wow, look at that. An entire unit just gone. Alright, they can take one down. Yeah, that's tough. We're gonna have to... I don't know if we have any more heals left, but if we do, we'll heal him. Okay, this guy's gone. Might lose one, but we gotta go. 8. Oh. I'm gonna lose 1, but they lose 3. Yeah. Let's move them down. And that's it. Victory is ours. And we get this mace. Maximilian's mace. Great on crit chances, but minus 10% health. That's the trade-off. You have to decide, is it worth it? I don't know. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay, here's Yvonne.
An immobilization spell. Why do I get the feeling this was a man's work? I should take a look around.
Okay. So now we see a scroll.
Looks like someone named Kuransis is behind all this. So far, the evidence points to the tower. That's where the culprit must be.
Here is a dragon monument. 70 to leadership. Very good. You know what that reminds me? Speaking of that. We are level 13. We have 4 talent points. We didn't spend them yet. We're going to get glory 3. Gives us a total of 500 leadership now. Okay, let's keep going. Got hung up on a leaf there. Okay, this man is not talking yet. He will soon. Okay, we got some bags. And up here is a pouch of gold sitting on the pony wall. Okay, and here is another chest. And we're going to keep going. Garbage pile. Probably gold in it. There is. People still throw away gold. And there's a chest there. Yeah, we're going to explore this whole side of the road. And there's a box here. And then I think there's a pouch of gold. Up by this rock. Yeah, right there. Okay. Alright, now let's go talk to this lady about her golem over there.
Did you see that? It nearly killed me. What if I hadn't gotten the shield up in time? Look at that. It's shut down. I'd been hoping it would drive away the hacker, but...
There's another shield at the entrance. Is it also yours? I was on my way to visit the Mage's tower.
Sorry, no can do. I set up that shield for a reason. To contain the enraged golems and the hacker. I was updating the control logoi when a hacking attempt was initiated. I was barely able to materialize the log scroll. See these red lines of code? That's where the hacker intervened. He tried to copy my work and seize control.
But to hack the golems during a Logos update, I have to confess I'm impressed.
Same here. Whoever did this was really intelligent. If one of the golems hadn't rushed at me, I'd have caught the sneak. He's hiding somewhere. I'll send a search rune. Maybe you'll manage to capture him. You need to get to the tower anyway, don't you? You could just fight your way past the golems, but I'm sure the search would be quicker.
Yeah, this this is really entertaining. So now we have a code red quest. And so we follow the bouncing ball. And we have our first hacker here, but we have no computers. So I don't get it.
There's no one here.
But it's okay. You know, we can live in this fantasy world. Alright, so this quest we're given a choice. We either do the finesse route, which is follow the bouncing ball, or we just power our way through the gate and fight the golems. Well, we're gonna
A game of hide and seek, huh?
we're gonna keep following the bouncing ball. It goes up to this bush here.
Loggy, take you! What am I gonna say to Bludgeon now?
Bludgeon? Why would the bandit chief want my logos? Did he manage to get his hands on some golems?
Halt!
Left through the portal. What a capable guy.
Who, the criminal?
Yes. He managed to hack the golems, and it took him only a second to jump into the spirit world. But he's obviously self-taught. He didn't even close the portal. He's gonna get a good scolding now from the control spirits. They're pretty worked up because of the hacking. Maybe you can help him.
Hold on, now you want me to save your hacker?
He must have stepped off the straight and narrow. Got in with a bad crowd, and they talked him into it. What a talent. You can tell he's strong.
Okay, and we got our finesse point for that. So, spoiler alert, this is a fight. And, yeah. We need to get all of our units that we can fill up, including our ghosts. We're not going to use the Dark Adept here. I would rather use the Ancient Ghouls to get a little bit of training into them. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with that. Alright, Trigger, you gotta get out of the way, buddy. I need to get into this portal and chase this guy. Here we go.
And
So-
there's a burglar. He played himself into a trap.
Yeah, he's clear over there, as you can see. And so we gotta fight these spirits. And yes, they have dark spirits in this group. So they will mind control probably the free archers. Okay, so this is the first time we're going to see the fire elementals, and you can tell he also is good at melee as well as ranged. And, oops, didn't mean to retreat. And you can tell that he uses fire as his damage. So this case, these are elemental damage that they're going to do to us, so Stone Skin doesn't do anything for us here. Okay, let's put the brigands there. Yeah, then we'll put the ghouls there. Okay. So, round one. Since Stone Skin's not going to help us, let's do extra damage. And then we're going to have the assassins backstab the fire elemental. And then we're going to have the archers do a double shot on the fire elementals. We got one down. Brigands, ambush those guys. Now the ghosts. Okay. We will move them here. Ghouls, we will wait. Okay, we lost one ghost. So he's got this ability to increase crit chance. And yeah, we knew that the archers would get mind controlled. Okay, ghouls, let's have them attack. So they're going to attack the assassins. Yeah, that's just the way it goes. Okay, round two. Ilya's like have them do mass damage or max damage, I should say. Okay, have them keep going. He's got to be almost dead. Yeah. Take him out. So that when they do that, then they get their action points reset. But look, they go again. That's the power of them. It's really quite good. Okay, burning. That's not good. So let's go after those guys. To do that, 1, 2. So that would boost them 2. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm thinking of haste. Speed +2. It's not going to help. Okay. We'll have the ghost. Take them on. Alright, they lost 1. There's that control zone. 1 down. Oh, they want to take on the brigands. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Well, either we go with... We're going to have to move. Ghosts are going to have to do it. Yeah. Ghouls. And the brigands are in the way. That's the problem. But it's alright, we'll just have... Oh. Backstab reset. Very good. Okay, we got Ghost to rank 2. Wow, we're gonna lose 1,000 gold. To heal up. That's gonna be expensive, but well, at least we got through it. I think we also got a level up. Yeah, we did. 4 points. We are gonna pump up air and fire 3. That's next. Yeah. Okay, here he is.
This is the worst portal to another dimension I've ever seen.
Probably because it's the first one. After a little practice, you'll do better.
The spirits almost tore me apart, and I had no mana left to create another portal. I myself angered those spirits when I tried to infiltrate the golem controls. Ugh, damn it. You saved my life and caught me at the same time.
Ironic. All clear. We can go.
Okay. So in this area, there's nothing to find. There's no caches or chests. So we just leave. And Trigger goes up the stairs. Back through the portal. All right, let's talk to her. Oh, really?
Here you are at last. I've been waiting for you.
What will happen to him now? Some kind of magical punishment?
You calmed down the controlling spirits, and now the golems have stopped rampaging. Turned off. Thank you. And you. What's your name?
Roan?
Rowan. You did a very bad thing. But now you'll have a chance to make things right.
I'm sorry, what?
Do you want to study at the Mage's Tower?
That was predictable.
Think about it. You're a strong mage. You've got potential. None of the villains can reach you here. You shouldn't waste your talent.
But I... Are you joking? How... Can I really?
Of course. Come on.
I... agree.
First, you're going
Okay.
to help with damaged golems. You've already started to understand how they're made, right?
Yeah, I guess you can hack the tablets
We'll have a look
for the
together.
golems, and apparently that's what he did. So we have Avelius's ointment. I don't even want to speculate what that is for. we'll, we'll let you know. We'll let your imagination go wild on that one. Okay, so we finally got to. We're gonna get into the Mage's Tower. Boy, it takes a lot of work to get here, but that's a King's Bounty game, right? So we're gonna go around the outskirts of this area here, and there is quite a bit of loot to find. Like there's a pouch of gold right there. We have a book. We have a scroll. Resolve. Very good. Okay. Got a brooch. So that's the entrance now to the Mage's Tower. We'll go to it as soon as we get done looting around here. There's a chest right here tucked away in the corner. 35 mana, very good. Okay, that's where we came in. There is a scroll right here on top of the wall. Summon Plague-Golem. No, not so much. Waypoint here. Waypoint to the northern gate. Okay, let's go in. All right, this is Merchant Lane, or if you will. It's not called that. It's just something that I call it because there's all the merchants here. First one, Shimur. He has resolve. We'll buy that. He has this medallion for a mage. The rest of these are for a warrior. I'm gonna stick with what I got with +8 to arcane knowledge. So, and then we have Elam.
Eager to boost your power, enhance your self-esteem and efficiency, reach new heights? Magic has everything you need.
Do people really buy into this? Where can I find the mage Carances?
Ah, I see. His house is to the left of the tower, overlooking the main square.
Thank you.
Okay, he too is a merchant, and he's got mage items. Let's sell our trash while we're here. Then we can sell peasant's vest, the townsman's boots, the worker's belt, noble belt, townsman's shoes, oh, the Maximilian's mace. Yeah, we'll go through scrolls later. He's got channel, which is a very good scroll. Yeah, in fact, it's so good we'll buy it. Mana overflow won't. I never use this. I don't. The fights usually go pretty quickly, and so I don't need to use. You know, it gives you a bonus of 20, but like I said, I don't need it. But this tiara, I will buy. We have, I think we have the gloves. We do, and we have those boots. Yeah. Okay. So let's swap out hoodies right now. Let's put the tiara on. And we're also going to put on the mage's boots. Yeah. Completely changes her look, huh? Okay, let's keep going. We have a quest here.
Well, Rosens, you lost the bet. You may commence taking notes for me. There's a certain formula for replacing lost limbs that requires a staggering amount of research.
Listen, Syl, my magical senses have served me well many times. Give me another chance.
You give me something serious, then you'll win. Something that I can see plain proof of.
Okay. You're going to receive a score of average in alchemy, Silveros.
What?
I just sensed our favorite graybeard in the laboratory. He was marking your grade on the sheet with a ridiculously long quill.
Average for me? That's a lie. And a laughable one at that. Your special sense is good for nothing.
I felt it, Silveros. It is right. You will soon see I am a real mage. And a seer. Damn Ulagi possessed me just now. I sensed nothing at all about our alchemy teacher. How am I going to get out of this? Silveros and I are friends, sure, but to slave away in the library in his place? I won't get a wink of sleep this year. I see you standing there, listening. Are you interested in magic?
Do you suppose you can surprise me?
Listen then, I have an artifact, a magical quill which can reproduce any handwriting. You use the nib to write, and the feather to erase.
Well, well. That sounds useful.
Try it yourself. Take this quill, go to the laboratory and write average next to the name Silveros on Sequester's grade sheet. It is crucial that you picture yourself writing in Sequester's hand. You have my word, it will be exactly the same. Even the mentors won't spot it.
Interesting. Don't you reckon this method might be a little too blunt?
Sequester will suspect me right away, but he wouldn't think of you. The quill is hidden in the yard, under the bench.
Okay, so now we have a new quest. And we have a choice to make with that quest. We can either go the Anarchy way or the Order way. And here is that quill of forgery right there. We grabbed it. Okay, this book, we want to read it. It's part 5. And here is another recruiter, Evert. And Evert has a new Anarchy unit that we need, and that is the mercenaries. And so, here we go again. Let's put the brigands away. We can have up to 4 of these. Yeah. Cannot exceed 4. And so they're numbered. He has only 4. So now he's out. We have them. Yeah. We can figure out when to use them. But that's another one that we've got to get to rank 3. But they are a tank. They're very good. Okay, I want to step out and grab that waypoint. But before I do, here is another recruiter, Olerin. And he has a new unit as well as these sentry golems. Yeah. They're pretty good too. We'll see those later. We'll end up having to match up against them. Okay, so let's just dip out just for a second here. We're going to do a little bit more looting now that we've lost a bunch of gold by buying more troops. Okay, there's a cache. Okay, that's good for this side. Okay, here's the waypoint. Oh, there we go. Chest. Then I think there's a backpack. Yep, there's the backpack. Okay. We got a city map. Alright, let's dip back in. And let's keep exploring. We have a lot of quests in here to work with. And so here's the choice. We can turn in the Silveros and say, look, sorry, I think it's the other way around. Rosens, we can say that, yeah, this is Rosens. We can say he's trying to use a forgery quill. Okay, there's a scroll here.
Please, Albert, do not utter that name.
Yep, let's talk to Albert.
So what do you need?
I am seeking a mage named Palatinus. You two paid him a visit the night before the disaster, did you not?
Oh no. Ursula.
Calm your britches, Albert. I will tell them everything. Palatinus is a famous alchemist. A genius, in fact. We ordered a rejuvenating potion from him for Albert's mother, and paid a good price for it. But when we came to collect the potion, Palatinus had fled, leaving us empty-handed. That was about the same time the panic started. The hubbub, the shouting. We only escaped by the seams of our stockings.
If you're still here, Palatinus must still be nearby. Any ideas where he might be hiding?
He was seen in the vicinity of the tower several times. It is rumored he's completely lost his mind, overwhelmed by illusions and arcane fixations. I must admit, we've given up any hope of getting our money back. Palatinus is both insane and dangerous. It would be better if someone else found the wizard and took care of him without our help. Someone who would be a match for him.
What does that mean, dear heart?
Okay.
I saw in the refectory after supper yesterday.
Roast beef?
Here we go. Aliquist.
Did the Meister send you? I didn't take that scroll from the library, and I don't know who did.
I don't care about the scroll. There's another issue we need to discuss.
Oh, well, whatever happened, I swear it wasn't me.
As hilarious as it is to watch you squirm, I must admit I'm here about Brand.
Brand? Now that's unexpected. I haven't heard anything about him for 3 years. Not since he left his grandpa's house. What happened to him?
I'll keep it short. He got on the bad side of some brigands and made quite a fool of himself. He revealed himself to be a complete coward, in fact. However, there's this stubborn girl who's still hoping to change him and make him... manlier or something.
An interesting problem, but not my specialty. Now, Nikas, on the other hand...
A mage?
Yes, Nikas, Brand's grandfather. He's quite an accomplished researcher in the field. It's too bad he doesn't take on apprentices.
Okay, so Marlena's happiness will take us to Nikas, Brand's grandfather. There's a chest back here.
Guess what I saw in the refectory after supper yesterday?
A polar bear.
A polar bear. A live one.
What does that mean?
That's kind of funny.
It means we
Okay, so let's grab this mana crystal. We get 200 mana. There's a scroll right here. Okay,
I implore you.
dip in here.
I demand of you.
Scroll.
Arden is my ancestral home. It's not in the best condition right now.
Book.
Our rogue elemental to tear it down.
My dearest lady.
Okay,
Gisela,
let's
please
talk
make
to
me-
Gazella.
Wait, I know you. I recognize you from the Universal Assembly. Anyone would remember your face.
Well, I can't say the same for you.
I am Baroness Gazella Wilmore Durden. What luck running into you.
Oh yes, I used to know your father. I once granted him permission to do business in Ambos. But that's not why you're so glad to see me, is it?
I wanted to visit my ancestral home, Castle Ardennes, relive childhood memories, maybe even repair the structure. But an enraged rogue spirit has taken root there. And while these mages are refusing to help me, the creature is wrecking my family's castle.
My lady, your words wound me. My disciples are doing their utmost to help you, even as we speak.
But Archmage Cathorn claims you'd need an army to capture this, as he calls it, Air elemental. According to the Archmage, the elemental escaped from the Mage Factory. Since he also claims the Mage Factory is suffering the plague, I and everyone else in Nostria would appreciate it if you assisted these students of the much esteemed sequester in capturing that darned spirit.
A spirit from the Mage Factory, you say? I should probably check this out.
And we will. So we have an elemental straight ahead that has gone rogue. And so I want to get this waypoint real quick. And there's a scroll here. Burning touch. Okay, let's keep looking around. Here's Caronsis.
I can't speak right now. I can barely move, see? There's so much to do.
I stumbled upon a girl in the woods. She was bound by a spell.
Ah, Yvonne. It's totally harmless. She won't even age while she's frozen there. Her beauty awaits me.
You know, Caronsis, I've met possessive people before, but this is a whole new level.
I was frightened. I worried that she'd leave me if she was free to.
Either I incinerate you here and now, or you tell me how to lift the spell. You have 3 seconds to decide.
Just stand before her and speak the word care aloud. She'll become animate again at once. Listen, life has been hard on me of late. Perhaps I shouldn't have done it, but I feel as though I'm barely alive right now. We were casting the spell for several days straight, pouring mana all over the quarantine dome over Montpatry. Please, I want to apologize. Bring this unwilting bouquet to Yvonne. I enchanted it for her. Will you do this for me?
100% no, we are not.
You expect me to apologize for you? No way. And don't you speak of the Mage Factory to me.
You... Oh, well...
Yeah. So you have a choice. You can either bring the bouquet back to Yvonne when you unfreeze her, or not. Either way, it doesn't matter. There's let's grab this chest. Magic paint. Okay, here's Silveroth.
My advice is you reconcile with your friend while you still can.
What are you, a goodwill ambassador or something? I think not. Why would he play such a cruel trick? Though I'm not a spiteful person by nature. All right, let the fool apologize for his stupid joke, and I'll consider the matter is settled. I really am a great friend.
Okay.
Can't you go around?
There's still a slight charge left in this quill. How should I use it? Shall I reconcile those 2 lackwits myself?
Yeah, and that's what we're gonna do. Okay, scroll. There's that channel. That's a good one. Okay, let's go up here.
I've been waiting for an audience
This
with Mage Erasmus for
place is
over an
quite
hour,
large.
and waiting on someone else to decide contrary to my noble nature.
Erasmus?
What do you think of this marvel? The first prototype Guardian Golem. First, and until a certain component is found, also the last one.
I hope this wise old man is satisfied with his new toy.
Didn't you recognize the man? That's His Serenity, Archmage Kaythorn.
Of course I did. I wish to speak to him about the Mage Factory.
Oh, that's out of the question right now. First, the Archmage is deep in meditation. He dislikes being interrupted. Second, the Archmage is in low spirits. As his disciple, I assure you 'tis better to wake a dragon than face him in such a state.
Okay. Alright. We will skip talking to him for now. And here is an old disciple.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Sorry, I got distracted.
Are you interested in astronomy?
Yes. I monitor the glow and color of the stars, for such is my discipline. I can see you've come from afar. The road that lies ahead of you is also long.
Longer than the road here. I doubt it.
I have a map to a dungeon. It is full of magic artifacts and ancient treasures. I had once thought of going there myself, but I see now that this will never happen.
Magic artifacts, you say? Is this map for sale?
Of course, it's yours for a mere handful of gold coins.
It's not so far-fetched to think an ancient mage's cave might be hidden in some obscure corner of Nostria.
For the sake of this Let's Play, we are going to buy it. You don't have to. You'll stumble on this your own, but...
How wonderful. You're rich.
For now, I'm a handful of coins poorer. Thank you, though.
That map is more than just a dusty old bit of vellum with an X on it. It is a dream. May it come true in your hands.
Okay, so let's see where this magic dungeon is. Or hidden. It's way down here. Yeah. It's going to be a while before we get there. But anyway, it's on our to-do list.
I've been waiting for an audience with Mage Erasmus for over an hour.
Okay, so let's keep exploring. Nothing there. There's a chest back here. Yep. We got goggles of truth and some more ointment. Okay. Focus crystal. Oh, the things in this game that you get that's trash. It's kind of humorous. Okay, nothing there. Oh, here's a book. Alright, so let's go touch this magic mana crystal. Another 200 mana, very good.
Be easy to impress. Impressing people is my business. Take, for example...
The library. That's where all the disciples' works are stored. Maybe I can find something written by Rosens and Silverus there.
Okay, we'll read this, part 6. Here, let's talk to Arcterius.
A man named Xandor borrowed some scrolls and books from the library. Is that so?
Of course I know Xander. He's the most irresponsible royal mage to ever live. Hard to forget a man like that. The scoundrel took 3 of my books to check for references, and I've neither seen nor heard from him since. It's been more than a week. He's scampering all over the country with my priceless tomes in tow. I keep tracking his movements, but he always manages to slip away.
Did you leave the mark of the all-seeing eye on him?
Not Xander precisely, but the books. Have you not heard of library markings? Ah, never mind. You'll see everything in a moment. Ecce liberos. Can you feel them now?
Okay, yes. And we've got to find his books. But we need to talk to him about Silveros.
I'd like to see papers written by disciples. Dictations, for instance. Do you have any?
Certainly. A mage must be fluent in Nostrian, or he is no real mage. A mage must have a solid education.
I'd like to see them.
What do you need them for?
I'm studying handwriting, for the purpose of aiding a certain talented disciple. In a happy coincidence, I just recently developed an interest in linguistics.
Your craving for knowledge is admirable. As a policy, we do not retain old school papers. I have some here that were about to be burnt. Take a look in the carriage.
Okay, we will. The carriage is right here.
Sometimes even I can be kind.
Some sneak thief got himself a good hunt today. 3
Okay.
Perhaps the culprit came in through the window instead of picking the lock, and made off with his ill-gotten loot that way.
That's just the point. It's impossible. The windows were latched from inside.
The thief must have used magic then. I can't help you with that.
Yeah, and who can? Those cups cost a fortune.
The tower spirits can. They only obey magisters. You'll want an appointment with Meister.
Okay, so we have some silver cups that went missing. Well, let's talk to Hermia about that.
Thievery? Nonsense. It was a magic experiment. Any mage worth his wand could see that.
I suppose silver cups vanishing into the air was your doing.
You could say that, but the reality is much more complicated. I don't think an outsider like you can appreciate the essence of my research. I'll try and explain the basics. Surely you're familiar with Cathon's treatise on the nature of things? I'd be surprised if you weren't. My experiment was intended to discover whether one's logoi can affect the concept of a silver cup. And it succeeded.
I've read that treatise, and many more, my precious little disciple. You do understand you'll be arrested for theft, right?
I admit I do feel a little bit guilty for depriving someone of their valuable possessions. Awkward indeed. It shouldn't be difficult to reverse the spell and have the cups rematerialize from the concept. All I need is the right ingredients. Do you happen to have some mana-infused water, a silver bracelet, and a crystal orb on you? I could go gather them myself, but I'm a little wary of venturing out right now.
Let me check my pockets. Not at the moment, no. But if I do happen upon all those things, you'll be the first to know.
Yeah, so now we're going to go on a scavenger hunt to find all those things.
Can't you go around?
But we're not going to finish that now. That's one quest. That there is a fight involved at the end of that. Yeah, that force cube. But for now, let's go down here. And this is the Meister.
His research suggests the world is comprised and their
Okay.
name. The name of... Aha, I've been expecting you. You're going to help me. See these ignorant disciples? They've littered the school's ether with their mispronounced logoi. You need to cleanse the ether and set a good example for them. Can you see the 3 misshapen logoi?
Not really.
Right. I forgot you never had a proper education. Just wait a moment.
Are you going to cast a spell on me?
Hic sentio logi. Now you can see them. What are you waiting for? Set a good example for my pupils. All you need to do is extinguish the logoi in the right order. If they start multiplying, you've made an error. Begin with the farthest one. Well, start already.
Okay, so here's the logoi, and we gotta touch the farthest one.
I'm doing pretty well so far.
Takes us to the right.
Here's the bracelet I want. Should I purchase it with my hard-earned gold, I wonder? Coins I've spilled blood for, my own and others. Or steal it?
Okay, we're gonna steal it just because I do want some Anarchy points. And plus, I don't want to spend the gold.
It worked.
Okay, so now we go back to the Meister. But before we do, let's dip in here to Maresh. He has scrolls for us. And he has Resurrection. Just a note here for those that want to try it out and use it. I cannot buy it. However, the spell that I do want is Chain Lightning. I'm going to buy that one. And that's about it. You know what? I could use another Vivify. Yeah, we'll get that. And let's sell our trash. We'll sell that. We'll sell that. We'll sell the hood. Okay, we'll keep the rest. Oh, we can sell the boots now. Yeah. Okay.
First years are always underfoot. Has everyone read Cathon's treatise on the nature? I never doubted for a second you'd be able to solve our little problem.
I'm used to more challenging assignments.
For a non-graduate of the Mage's Tower, you did a great job. Better than some of the dunderheads standing before me now.
Okay. We got 300 mana for that. And 2 scrolls. Which is Meteor. And as you could expect it, you pick a target and just drop this down on them and they catch fire. So, but we bought Chain Lightning. Yeah, I want to learn that. And I'm going to boost it up. And I'm going to boost it up to max level. I know a lot of people don't really like this one because it's not completely predictable. It can jump and hit friend or foe with the lightning. It does not discriminate. So you just got to be careful with it. That's all. Okay, what do we have left to do here? Well, I missed a scroll back there. We need to go find infused water. We need to go find a magic orb. And we need to work on the Rosen's and Silveros quest. So let's go do the Rosen's Silveros quest. And we need to go find Silveros. He's there.
What does that mean, dear heart?
Keep looking at the map. Okay, I think he was. Oh, that's Karantzis.
Can't you go around?
Here he is.
Your friend Rosens wrote you a note, but couldn't muster the courage to give it to you personally. Here you are.
This isn't at all like him. He doesn't much care for writing, but it is his handwriting. All scrawly, almost illegible. Huh. My good friend. I'm so glad things are repaired between us. I will go see him, but first, let me have a look in the shop.
Okay, so now we gotta go back to Rosen's.
What does that mean, dear heart?
It means we're going home.
You ain't no village simpleton.
Hi. Okay.
Silveros sends a message. He wishes to reconcile.
I don't believe it.
Here's the letter.
Yes, I recognize the handwriting. Steady and smooth with rounded, girlish letters. He's always been very neat. The handwriting of someone with a passion for the magic of death. I've never understood it. I think I'll pay him a visit. Thank you for your help.
Okay, we got 50 mana and also an item. Okay, I want to check out this item. This item is this quill, Rosen's feather, 2 to resistance and 3% health. I'm not going to use that, so let's sell that. Yeah, just like that. Okay. Other than grabbing all the little things, I got those 2 to grab. Yeah, I gotta grab a scroll, but that's it. And we're not gonna complete that quest here for now. That'll be another time. And our next episode, we're gonna go here and look into these quests. So, all right, that's gonna do it for me today. And I appreciate you coming along with Mr. Naviton. Have a good day, everybody, and we'll see you in the next one. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.